don't forget. And that is the challenge, in my opinion. And that's why I was thinking if I were to make a cleaner copy, then I could send you all a cleaner copy, because the copy we're using is the one that Julia sent all of us, and it's the only version I have.
There are a few. I put the ISBN number in Google search, and there's new ones available. The price is $68.75,
Wow.
but there are some pre-owns for $26 on eBay, and then of course
Okay.
eBay you can always make an offer. But
Oh, all right. Well, maybe I'll see it. Oh, yeah. I mean,
but
I'm
you're
fine.
welcome. You're definitely welcome to borrow it, Rachel.
Okay, thanks. I don't have a problem. I just feel bad. My last group of students, they struggled mightily. They really, I think vision was an issue for some of them, and it was very challenging. Good morning, Connie.
Hi, Connie. Rachel, and to everybody else.
Good morning.
How was the snow last weekend in Chicago? Did you get it? Did it come in?
They changed the forecast. We ended up getting nothing.
Well, there were flurries, but the ground was way too warm.
Yeah, right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, there were flurries on and off all day yesterday too. Did you notice?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
But
28 degrees here now.
yeah, now it's cold.
28. Oh.
Yeah.
And I thought it was cold in Philadelphia. It's 45.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
well.
Well, it was 70 here yesterday.
In Bethesda? So it was interesting.
Wow.
We ate outside.
Warmer in Philly.
I'm gonna start.
Wow.
We ate outside. It was beautiful.
Very cool.
Yeah.
All right, ladies, we should get started. I know there are several women who are not available this week, although I still think we might get one or two joining us today, but it's 9:02 and I think we should start. Questions? Anyone questions?
I just want to say I'm expecting a phone call, so I might leave for a few seconds or, depending on when they call. So,
Absolutely,
okay.
I understand. If you're no longer in the screen, I won't call on you. And if you're on the phone and muted, I won't call on you.
Oh.
Okay, so we are supposed to pick up on page 43, according to my notes. And we're going to learn a new letter, the sin, which is the companion letter to the shin that you already know. So at the top of the page in the boxes, the top box is the shin, and the dot above the letter is in the upper right corner. And we learned that the little trick that I use is she is always right. And the sin below it, the dot is now on the left. And what this cheat sheet says is it's no sin to be a lefty, but that's a perfectly good way of thinking of it. And it's just an S sound as opposed to the shin, which is the SH sound. Okay. So let's get started. Linda, can you read line 1, which is between the two boxes?
Oh, okay. Shema, Shabbat, Shalom.
Perfect, that's it. Okay, line 2, Mary Ellen.
I got new glasses, so I'm trying to decide which one to put on.
Take your time.
Yisrael.
Yeah.
Yisrael.
Oh, you got an easy line, yeah.
Yisrael.
All right, so now I'm going to have to make you do line 3. I'm sorry, because that really only counted as one word. Barbara, you have a question?
My question is, I also, when I say it, I say Israel, but they have it written as Israel?
So Yisrael, El, you're right. It is written as El, but we all say El. You're right. I'm not going to ding you on that. Israel, I'm not going to. Good point.
No problem. I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't missing a dot or something.
And thank you for pointing it out. No, I appreciate how you are closely following the vowels that we were just talking about. Are they 2 dots? Are they a line? Whatever. That's excellent. And we all benefit from those kinds of pointers. So you keep doing that. All right, Mary Ellen, you're up on line 3.
Okay. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
Perfect. And you were nervous. Ha. Line
Yeah.
4, Barbara.
Om Yisrael, hi. Oh,
Am
Am
Yisrael.
Yisrael, hi.
Exactly. There you go. I like that your brain said to you, wait, I know this phrase. That was excellent. Okay. So before we go to line 5, so now he's given us examples of the shin on the right and the sin on the left. And I don't know why he has a line that's not numbered. So kidesh and asa are the 2 words at the top of each column. And then we're going to go to line 5. Connie, take your time. Well, so hold on one second. So he numbers them all the way down the shin and then all the way down the sin. We'll do it his way. Yeah, we'll do it his way. So you guys got short lines.
Okay.
And Audrey is
We could
just
do two-
joining
We could
us.
do 2.
You can, that's really up to you.
Let's do 1 because that way it's slower for checking.
I was gonna say, let's start with 1. If it becomes easy, then I'll add on. How's that?
Okay.
So do line 5.
Kadosh, Hakadosh, Baruch Hu.
Perfect. Thank you. Audrey, you
I want to say, I'm like so interrupting today,
it's
but
all
I
right.
want to say it is so nice now to be able to recognize certain words without sounding them out.
Exactly. They become sight words. And that's the beauty of the practice. And the fact that we're doing prayers that your head says to you, wait a minute, that sounds really familiar. So
Yeah.
exactly. So Audrey, I can't see you and you're muted, but I'm happy to have you participate, even if I can't see you. There. So say something so I can hear you.
Should be able to see me, and I don't know why you're not, because my software is just giving me a pain in the butt. So can you hear me?
Yes, now we can hear you. Okay.
I have told my software, which is very vigilant, that I went in. In fact, I did all this stuff before I even got on. So tell me what page we're on.
We are on page 43.
Oh, okay.
And
I'll play with the software in a minute.
okay, well, I was gonna say, would you rather just listen and I won't call on you? What's up? What would you prefer?
Yeah, let's do that for a little while, and then I'll see if I know what's going on. I only got about 20 minutes into last week's class, although it was really good. So I'll finish
Okay.
today. Thank you so much.
All right, so page 43, we're about to do line 6. Linda, I'm gonna ask you to do line 6.
Okay. Shabbat, Shabbat, Kodesh.
Good. Mary Ellen, line 7.
Shabbat, Kadesho, Shabbat, Kadshika.
Exactly. Very nice. Barbara, line.
Would it be Cod show?
It is Cod show technically, yes, as opposed to, so the Shva, so the first phrase, Shabbat Cod show, the Shva under the Dalet is silent because the Dalet is the end of the syllable.
Okay, so you don't say that.
So you don't say the Shva, okay? But then Mary Ellen did it correctly on the second one, Kad Shecha. She did it perfectly there, so I let it be. Okay?
So we don't, with the Shfa under the Dalet,
Yes.
we don't carry the little if,
No.
show.
Right, we don't, it's Kad show, right? It's the same in both words. So you did it right with the Kad Shecha.
Because it has the 2 Shvas, that's why I separated.
Oh, that's why well, that's interesting. Okay.
Yeah,
But technically, the way he's teaching us is when it's the end of a syllable, you don't pronounce the Shva. When it's the beginning of a syllable, you do pronounce the Shva.
Okay.
I know it's tricky. We're all getting there though. And Connie is particularly good at it.
Could you
She has
pronounce that
studied
one-
this.
Could you
Okay.
pronounce that one
I
again?
just like to
then?
slur right over things.
Yes, so Barbara, I'm going to read line 7 again. Okay, Shabbat Kad Show, Shabbat Kadshecha. Okay? And
Okay.
Barbara, that means you're gonna do line 8 for us?
Me. Mikadai.
So that's a resh. Has a little
Oh,
T under it, an
okay.
ah.
Okay. Meek Rahai.
So the aleph has no sound of its own, but it has 2 dots and then the yud, so it's a.
Oh, I thought, okay, I thought all right, I got it. Mikra A,
There you go.
all right. Kodesh.
Perfect. Mikra a kodesh. Excellent. Connie, line 9.
Kadesh, Hashabbat, Vayeh Kadesh, Oto.
Okay. I didn't hear.
I don't, look at the 1, 2, the third word.
Okay.
Is that a V? Is that vet?
So va, it's a vav with a line under it, then a yud with a
Vav.
shva under it.
Kadesh. Is that right?
By kadesh oto.
Uh-huh.
So you were very close.
Kadesh. Kadesh.
Okay, everybody good?
Resh.
Audrey, you want me to skip you and I'll,
Now, let me try. So we're on 10 or
we're on,
9?
we're on 10.
Okay. Makada Shay.
Yep.
Okay. Shemecha.
There you go. So do it one more time. Put them together.
Makada Shay. Shemed. Shemed.
It's not a.
Shemecha.
Uh-huh. Shemecha.
Shemecha.
Right.
Okay. Thank you.
And
No,
so,
where you put the accent is so important as to being able to even pronounce it. So,
all right, so the first word, mikad she. So this is another one where if we look at where the syllables fall, the first syllable is just the mem, m. The second syllable is the kuf and the dalid. So mikad, and then the last syllable is the shin and the yud. So mikad she. So we don't give the shin, we don't give the shva under the dalid any sound. We just let our mouths go kad she. You give it the D sensation, but you don't add any vowel sound to it. So
So the
mikad
2
she.
dots under there, you don't hear.
It's a true silent shva because it ends the syllable. Okay.
And that happens up above too, sort of.
Shemecha.
Shmecha.
Shemecha. Okay. So line 11, Linda.
Kadshenu mitzvotecha.
Beautiful. Kadshenu b'mitzvotecha. Mary Ellen, line 12.
Kadshenu.
So there's 1 dot under that first letter, right?
Oh, yes. Kadshenu.
The 1 dot is the E, right? It's a chirik.
Oh, yes.
It's okay.
Fucking glasses. Hold on.
So you're on 12, not 11. I'm not
Okay.
sure if you were reading which line you were reading.
Yeah, I thought.
Oh,
it
maybe
was
I'm
the-
on the wrong line. Should we be on?
Well,
No, we're on 12. I'm right. Okay.
Kidshanu.
Perfect.
Bomitzvotav.
The mitzvot tav, exactly. Your
Yeah.
head knew the word even as your eyes tried to sound
I
it
have
out.
3 pairs of glasses.
Oh my goodness.
And these are all prescription. So,
Oh golly.
oh my.
yeah.
Well,
okay.
just don't fuss. You're doing great. Barbara, you got only one word on line 13, but I think that means I'm gonna have you do 14 as well.
Well, let's see if I get 13 right. Kidosh.
There it is. Kiddush, you did it. All right, so now, you know, there's no confusion here. Now we're on the sin side of this little table, right? All the ones 14 through 20 are a sin, not a shin, okay?
Okay. Lama Sase Bereshit.
Exactly. Lama'aseh v'reishit. Perfect. And that's a phrase that we need for Kiddush. So that's why he put the little exclamation point there. Okay. Audrey, 15.
Malak, toe, asher, asa.
Mhm. That's right. So do it smooth if you can.
You ask too much. Malakto, asher, asa.
Perfect. And you did beautifully. So here, even though he's saying this is the sin side of the table, asher has a shin, and that did not trip you up. Excellent.
Because
Okay.
I never heard a Sarah, that's why.
Yes. Linda, and he's doing it again. So line 16, Linda, he starts out with two shins.
Yeah, Sheshet,
Yep.
Yam Mim,
Mm-hmm.
Ashu,
Just two little
Asha.
P's. Yep. Both of those are so
Asha, I don't know.
yes. So will you say it again
Yes.
all
Um,
together?
Shet, Yam Mim, Asha, I don't know.
Yes.
Ashu, is it
Asa. It's
Asa.
asa. There's
Asa?
two little T's under there, right? Under the ayin and
And
under
then
the
it's
sin.
the little dots on the other side, so it's a.
Right. Exactly.
Asha, Asha,
Asa. So it's
Asa.
Sheshet Yamim Asa
I
Adonai.
don't know.
But she raises a question, I think. Do we ever have the sin with an O vowel? And if so, how does it, is it with a vav and an O, or is it just a?
It doesn't need to be with a vav and an O, and I do believe, yes, it may, but we might not encounter it in this book. So let's not worry about it for now.
Okay, thanks.
Line 17, Mary Ellen.
Asher bara Elohim la'asot.
Perfect. It sounded beautiful. Barbara, line 18.
Latsi,
So
no, Latsa Asot,
yes, la asot.
okay. Et Hashabat.
Perfect. There you go. Audrey, 19.
Late,
Mhm.
naasa.
Exactly. Na'asa. So here, the shva and the one line under the ayin, that's where we're going to put our emphasis. Na'asa. Na'asa. And maybe that's not right. Na'asa. Maybe that's just telling us that's where the syllables divide. We're not going to worry about it. It's na'asa. The 8 na'asa. The hefsokol, Zain Hela, Monique. All right, we know this. Okay, line 20. Connie.
Shalom, Asanu,
Mm-hmm.
Ratzot.
Ratzot, that's it. Perfect. You guys are doing nicely. All right, let's turn the page to 44 and let's learn the letter Zion. So the letter Zion, this is a particularly, in my opinion, poorly depicted rendition of a Zion, only because it's a little fuzzy. at least in my printed version of it. But if you look at the cheat sheet I gave you, his clue, or whoever wrote this cheat sheet, so the Zion is almost in the middle of the page. It's 4 lines down from the top, the 4th one from the right, and they say zigzag, which does help you. If you could see a zigzag on it, you'd remember it's a Z, right?
And it's a hard one.
So the Zion it's very simple because it always sounds like Z. The target words at the top of the page are zikaron and zecher. Okay. Line 1 is very simple. I will read it for you. Zaza, zuzu, zozo, z, z, zay, zay, ze, z. Okay. Mary Ellen, on line 2, he's got the Zion with is that just a single line under it?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. It's fuzzy on mine, so I was assuming it's not in 2 dots, it's just a line. Okay. Linda, will you read line 2?
Za. This is za, za.
Hold on, line 2. So
No, why are those dots there?
okay, so under the Aleph, you see the Aleph?
Yeah.
You have the
there's 2
Shva,
dots.
and then you have the straight line.
Right.
So it's just gonna sound like an ah, okay?
Oh, so it's
And then the Zion next
ah.
to it also has a straight line.
yeah, so it's aza.
It's azai. The yud
Oh,
makes
kind of
that
that little
sound like the word I, azai.
And what, so the 2 dots before the 2 lines are just
Right.
silent.
Yes, they do not add any sound at all.
Okay.
And
Um,
is the answer to the question why
I'm
unanswerable?
not gonna ask that
Like-
why.
We're just not even asked.
I believe it's a pronunciation accent mark, but
This is
I'm
sort of
not
like,
positive. It's azai as opposed to azai. It's azai. So I think you put a emphasis on that, but
Oh, oh,
let's not spend too much
maybe,
time on
okay.
it.
You're right.
No one's gonna beat you up or think you're stupid as a beginning Hebrew reader if your emphasis is slightly off. Okay, so don't get all hung up on it. All right, so Linda, you're still reading
Okay.
line 2.
2, okay. Azai, Melech, Shmo, Nikra.
Exactly. Line 3, Mary Ellen,
Zo.
that's
No,
ooh.
zoo.
Yep.
Zoo. Mezuzah.
So what is that word? Say it again.
Mezuzah.
Mezuzah, right?
Mezuzah.
Right. The mezuzah we put on the doorpost, that's it. This is how you spell it.
Oh gosh. Katam.
Okay, so slow. So you did the beautifully. Then there's a tough.
Ta.
Yeah.
Katam.
You're adding consonants that aren't there. You're very close. Tav, tam.
Tatam.
So because you see,
Tatam.
right, you see the vet, right? So you just give a V sound, although you don't give that shva any of its own sound.
Okay. Let me try this again. Uv tak tam. Almuz mizvot.
So this is the plural of the word mezuzah, and it's mezuzot.
Mizuzot, like
Yep.
in the prayer.
Exactly. This is the phrase from the prayer.
Beiteka.
Exactly. So tav tam al mezuzot beitecha. Right. It's right out of Shema
Shema.
paragraph. Exactly.
Oh,
Okay. Barbara, line 4.
Ta, Zarua,
Mhm.
or Zarua, Latzedek.
Close, not quite.
Where
So
did I
there's
mess up?
the last word, la, sa. So let's take it slow. You have the lamed with the ah, then you have a tsadi, right? You have the letter tsadi with the ah,
Sa.
and then the dalet has one dot under it,
Oh.
which is
Oh, Latzadik.
exactly la tzadik. Perfect.
Thank you.
Audrey, line 5.
Zakor, Zakor,
Zachor. It's a more of a ch, yeah.
Zachor,
Zachor, which means to remember.
and then I'm gonna Zachor again,
Mhm.
and Bashamor, more. How do you do that?
You got there. Vishamor, yes.
It's like s'mores. Badi, is that right?
Yes. Badi,
Bur,
yes.
Echad.
Exactly. So Zachor, Vishamor, Badibor, Echad. Again, these are all phrases from prayers, Shabbat prayers. Connie, line 6.
Z,
Mhm.
Zikaron.
Yep.
Zikaron. Lama say
Mhm.
Bereshit.
Perfect. Zikaron lemase bereshit. Yes, that's it. Okay, line 7, Linda.
Zeker,
Mhm.
Zeker, Le,
Li.
Letziat,
Mhm.
Ryan.
Yes, exactly. Zecher litziat mitzrayim. Mary Ellen, line 8.
Ze
Well, the first one is
Mizmor.
really, yeah, it's fine. But yes, Mizmor is perfect. I apologize for interrupting.
Mizmor, Shell,
Sheer.
Sheer,
There's
Sheer, Laom,
You were right the first
Laom.
time. You were right the first time. Leyom.
Leom, Hashabat.
Exactly. So put it together.
Mizmor, Sheer, Leom, Hashabat.
Perfect. Exactly. There's Barbara's call. Just mute. Line 9, Audrey.
Zamir, Smirot,
Zmirot.
Smirot. Beats Marot.
No.
Not Mirot.
All right. So
Beats
Um,
Marot.
so let's break it into syllables.
Mhm.
So the first syllable is the bet and the zion.
Right.
Bees. So bees.
Oh, it's no, I have the T in there. Okay. So bees Mirot.
Exactly. Bees mirot.
Naria
Naria.
low.
Exactly. Bees mirot. Naria low.
Light, Naria low.
Okay. Connie, line 10.
Daman.
Mhm.
Ba'agala. Uvisman. Kari.
Do it one more time. You got them all. Just do it smooth now.
Ba'agala. Uvisman. Kari. Kari.
Ba'agala uvisman karim. Okay, exactly. You know the phrase. I know you do. Very good. Line 11, Linda.
Eretz.
Erez.
Oh, Erez. Oh, yeah.
Right, as opposed to Eretz,
Lucky letter.
which is a different letter. Exactly.
Res,
Mm-hmm.
um, Bal Vanu.
There's a O, not a U. The nun,
Oh,
nun, O, nun,
oh,
okay?
oh, known,
Yes.
Banon,
Balvanon.
Banon, Yish, Yish, get, Yish.
So it's a sin that, so
So
yeast,
that's a shush, right? Yish.
it's a sin, it's an S, not an SH.
Oh, oh, it looks like the dots over the
The dot is on the left,
left.
so it's an
oh,
S.
Yish, Yish, get, Yish.
Yiska, exactly, Yiska. So I'm going to read it back to you. It's Ke'erez Balvanon Yiska.
Oh,
Okay.
Um,
Line 12, Mary Ellen. You can ignore
Oh.
the Zion on the far
Okay.
right.
Oz,
Mm-hmm.
Adonai, Oz, La'amo, Yitain.
Very perfect. Adonai Oz La'amo Yitain. Barbara, are you still on the phone?
No, they're gonna call back. It's
Okay. All right. Line 13.
Yeah, Yatzalos, Sha,
So that's a sin. It's an S.
yeah. Sa- Sadai,
Yep.
Zubal,
Chal.
Zechal,
Mhm.
Asher, Bo.
Perfect. Yes. So Ya'alos Sadai V'chal Asher Bo. 14. Audrey.
Oz, Urananu,
Mm-hmm.
Kal,
Mm-hmm.
oh, my two favorite letters together.
There we go.
Atsay,
Yes.
Ya'ar.
Very good. You did not get tripped up on this. So
What's
Az.
say the other? Yeah, the last to the
All
last.
right, I'm going to read the line. Az Urananu Kal Atsei Ya'ar.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. This has all the crazy letters, doesn't it?
Let's say.
Yeah.
And they're not crazy, but you got all the silence. You got the aleph at the beginning with a zion. Then you got two nuns together, Uraninu, which trips up a lot of people. Then the fourth word you have starts with an ayin and it goes to the tzadi, say, and then the yud with the ayin, ya'ar. Okay, so it's got a lot of unusual combinations, but you did it. Connie, I think that's you on line 15.
Zikaron, 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 Lama'atse, Bereshit.
Yes,
Oh,
indeed,
good
beautiful.
job.
16, Linda.
Zecher, le, le,
Lee. It's really so.
Brian.
Okay, so yes, but a little more specific. The second word is li si.
Litziat,
Yes,
Mizraim.
Mitzrayim. Zecher litziat Mitzrayim. Exactly. Mary Ellen, 17.
Mezuzah,
Yep.
Kazan,
Chazan. Exactly. Chazan.
Chazan,
Chazan.
Mahazor.
So here, this is a shva under the chet that doesn't get sounded because it's the end of the first syllable. So mach zor.
Maxur.
That's the book.
That's the book. That's it right there.
Oh, the
Machzor.
Maxur.
Exactly. That's the word right there.
Alright,
Okay?
Got
Rachel,
it.
the
Yes.
second word, is that how we say
Chazan.
Chazan with a
Yeah.
That
ha?
is, that's Chazan. Yeah.
Okay, I've been calling her the wrong thing all these years. Just Chazan. I've been saying it like an H. I've been saying it
Well,
like an H and not a guttural.
that's a lot of people do Chazan, they
Yeah.
say
Yeah,
Chazan,
yeah,
but there's still a little light ch in there.
Right,
Chazan,
right.
Yeah.
yeah. And those of us, all of us, I assume, who grew up saying Hanukkah know how to do it. So now that I know, I'll try to do better.
But
Well-
but Audrey brings up a good point. If we say Hazan, it would be the 3 dots under the Z, but it's
Yeah.
Hazan,
Well, the actual word is Chazan, but
right?
it's kind of, I don't know if it's because with Yiddish,
Sounds
they,
sort of Yiddish made.
so Chazan, or if it's just kind of more of a colloquial as a, Chazan, it's kind of like how Ms., right? We've got Ms. as opposed to Miss or Mrs. We got Ms. and this is Chazan, and they refer to themselves sometimes as Chazan, don't they?
Yeah.
As opposed to saying the Chazan will now lead us in the chanting.
Right.
So again, nobody's going to make fun of you. Nobody's going to knock you over the head about it. It's
No, but
really-
I never knew. I mean, if I had been trying to spell it in Hebrew, I would have used the hey probably. So now I know not.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. No, it's not Hazan. You're right. It's
Yeah, yeah.
Chazan. Yes. I'm pretty sure that's correct. It's not Hazan. It's Chazan. Yes. Okay. So have you guys been practicing or listening to the YouTube where she sings so beautifully the Kiddush?
Yeah.
Yes. On page 45. Barbara, you're looking at me like, what is she talking about?
No, I realized that I did not do it. Why am I telling you I didn't do my homework?
No,
Yeah,
be
you didn't
honest.
have it, it wasn't, it's
It was
okay.
in the first email. It was in the email you sent out right after the.
It was.
And that's why I didn't.
It's okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
But we're gonna read it now, okay? Do you want me to read the whole thing first before I call on any of you?
Yes.
Okay, I'm happy to do that. Okay, give me something to do, they asked me to do something here, didn't they? Okay,
Do
here
it,
we go.
do it slowly.
Yes, I will do it
Okay.
slowly. Okay. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratza vanu. B'Shabbat kadsho be'ahava uvratzon hinchi lanu zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit ki hu yom techila lemikra'e kodesh zecher litziat Mitzrayim, ki vanu, vacharta, ve'otanu, kidashta, mikal ha'amim, v'shabbat kadshecha, ve'ahava, uvratzon, hin chaltanu, Baruch atah Adonai, mekadesh HaShabbat. Okay. I'm going to mix it up and I'm going to go reverse order of how I've been going all day. So that means, Connie, we start with you. Will you read the first line?
Easy line. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei pri hagafen.
Beautiful. Audrey, the next line.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu.
Perfect. All right, Barbara, you're the third line.
B'mitzvotav, v'ratzavanu,
Perfect.
v'shabbat, kadsho, ba'ahava, uvratzon.
Very nice. Mary Ellen, the fourth line.
In Kilanu,
Hmm?
Zikor,
Slow down.
Zikaron.
There you go.
Zikaron. It's these freaking glasses. I'm gonna kill this optometrist. La ma'asa,
Say.
la ma'ase, Bereshit.
Yes.
Ki hu yom tehila.
Very nice. Linda, the next line.
The Mikra A Kodesh Secher Letzian Letziat
Mhm.
Mitzrayim Ki V'hu
Slow down.
no,
So
V'hun
there's a vet, a
Oh,
nun.
Va Ki Vanu
Yes.
Va V'charta.
Very nice. Very good. That means I'm back to Connie.
Theotanu kidashta mikol ha'amim l'shabbat kadshacha
Mhm.
bi'ahava.
Beautiful. Audrey, next line.
I got to tell you, I got totally lost following her. So you did really well, and I was really bad.
Will
Okay.
you do it again?
Actually, would you?
Sure. I'll go
Okay, thank
go
you.
a little slower. Now I don't know what it is anymore. Viotanu
Mhm.
hidashta mikol ha'amim v'shabbat kad shecha bi'ahava.
Perfect. That was beautiful. All right, Audrey, the last line.
Okay. Uvratzon,
Mhm.
hin hal tanu, baruch, is that right? Baruch,
Baruch. Mhm, Baruch.
Baruch, Ata Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat.
Beautiful. You guys did phenomenally well. I'm serious about this. My last class, when we tackled this, they were not nearly as smooth as you guys just did just now. You guys are really doing a great job.
We
I'm
want to
very
stay
pleased.
together for the next class.
I'm sorry.
I said, we want to stay together for the next class, and I want to ride on these guys' coattails.
No, you guys are really doing great. Okay,
Synergy.
so let's see where we are. Just more practice here with the rest 10 lines at the bottom of this page. So, and I already explained to you, so he's got the asterisk at the bottom of the page where he now is using the double yud for Adonai.
Sounds confusing.
And I think I told you that most prayer books at this point either have the double yud or the yud he vav he, which I gave you weeks ago. So this is not new to you guys. Okay. So we're gonna go on to line 1, which is a partial line. Barbara, would you read for us?
Kidshanu
Mhm.
b'mitzvotav.
Perfect. Mary Ellen, line 2.
Shabbat kadsho.
Yep. Linda, line 3.
The mikra'a,
It's a
No,
2 dots under the aleph with a
But
yud
the
following it.
the mikra'a,
Yes, Lemikra A.
kadosh,
Try again. There's 3 dots under the dalid.
kadesh.
Kodesh, exactly. So that brings me to Connie, I think.
Excuse me. So there's another area where it's really hard for me to tell what it is. If it's Kodesh, I can barely see that that dot.
On the
Okay.
K.
Yeah. okay.
Yeah, at
Yeah.
the beginning of the word. Yeah, I'm.
Right.
Yeah,
okay.
it's almost attached to the tail of the K in the book. Like,
Exactly,
Right.
at the top, that top
Yeah.
left swoop. Yeah, and that is Kodesh. Because if you look at the kuf above it and the two kufs above it, they don't have a dot on them, and you see the difference now. Do you see?
Right, and it's separated. Okay, yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, again, it's just a copy of a copy of a copy, and it's kind of blurry. I'm
So the
sorry.
word is Kadesh.
Kodesh, Kodesh, holy. Kodesh.
That's what I
holy.
thought it was, but.
And these are
why-
all actually, quite honestly, so you have
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 versions of the word Kodesh in a row on the left column. You have
Right,
Kidshanu, Kadsho, Kodesh, Kidashta, and Kadshacha. They're all come from the same root word, which is the Kuf, the Dal, and the Shin, Kadosh, or
Right.
Kodesh, right? The root, and then they're just versions of it.
it just caught me off with the Kodesh because I couldn't see.
Right, I understand
Yeah.
the dot.
Okay,
Okay,
sorry.
not at all. I forgot what direction I'm going. Mary Ellen, I think, did you just
I
read
think
before,
Connie.
I
Barbara?
read 2,
You did, okay, so I'm going the other
and I
direction.
think Linda read 3, I think.
Okay, no,
I
so
don't know.
Audrey's gonna read 4. That's okay, I forgot I apologize.
Okay, for the Otanu,
Mhm.
Kidashta.
Yes, exactly, but Otanu Kidashta, exactly. Connie, line 5,
Vishabat Kadshacha.
perfect, beautiful.
Good
Linda,
job.
6.
6. Me, car, me, ka, Reish?
Yes, yes, Mikadesh, yes,
Oh, that's the Mekadesh Hashabat.
perfect. All right, so Mary Ellen, 7,
Biahava uvratzon. Biahava uvratzon.
right, so I would say it, be'ahava. I would just put this emphasis a little differently.
Okay.
You did all the pronunciation correctly, but, so it's,
Ahava.
be'ahava,
Be'ahava.
uvaratzon. Yeah, I would say be'ahava uvaratzon, yes. Barbara, 8,
Hin, Ki, Lanu,
and
Hin, Chal, Lanu. No?
so there's
No.
a tough.
Oh, at the top, yeah. Hin, Chal, Tanu. Yes,
Exactly.
Tanu. Mhm.
So the first one, hin chi lanu. The second one, hin chal tanu. Okay. Good. Excellent. Audrey, 9.
Zikaron, Lama, say, Mala say, okay. Beret sheet.
So say it smooth. Do the whole thing.
Zikaron, Lama say, beret seat.
Sheet. So that's a shin.
Beret sheet, yes.
And it's vore, right?
It is beret.
Beret sheet. Thank you
Exactly.
both. Beret sheet.
Zikaron lamaase beret sheet. Exactly. Connie, line 10.
Zikar.
There's 2 dots under the Zion. So it's an A. It
Oh,
starts with,
yeah. Zeker.
yes.
Litziat. Mitzrayim.
Okay, one more time.
Zaker.
Say.
Litziat. Zaker.
There we go.
Litziat. Litzi. Go
You're
back
okay.
again.
Take your time.
Zaker. Litziat. Mitzrayim.
Exactly. Zecher litziat Mitzrayim. Very good. So you guys did it a little more smoothly when you remembered what it sounded like in the actual prayer. Do you realize that?
Oh,
So he
yeah.
had the prayer for us, then he broke it down in phrases. You struggled more when your brain wasn't remembering exactly what was coming next. But
Right.
that proves to you, if you keep practicing, they will become more like sight words. Okay?
The other thing I discovered is that there were individual words that I just simply was pronouncing wrong when all I knew it from was by rote or
Right.
by
It
ear.
happened to me.
Wasn't, yeah, especially the difference between B's and V's.
Right,
Uh,
right.
I would say Bereshit, not Voreshit.
And sometimes it is Bereshit and other
Right.
times it's Vereshit.
Right.
So I have realized teaching this that over the years I have confused them because both words are legitimate words. But one is in one prayer and one is in another. And I don't know why they wrote it that way, but I got confused over the years.
Do they end up meaning the same thing? I thought that the meant something different from the.
You know, honestly, I'm not positive because, you know, biblical Hebrew and modern Hebrew are different. And also, if you read the translation in the prayer book, you know, the rabbis who write the prayer books try to give us modern English or more modern English, right? So they try to make it so the English becomes a little poetic, a little more meaningful. So I'm not positive. And I don't want to answer you. I don't feel qualified to answer. How's that?
I don't really want to learn it, learn all the grammar and everything, but it's always a question to me what's going on with why we might see above instead of ooh
Well,
or something.
so grammatically, "ba" often means in or within, babayit, in the house, right?
Right.
Or to the house, babayit, to the house. It's a preposition. "Va" usually means and.
Right.
So, and in biblical Hebrew, though, I'm not positive. See, that's the thing. That's modern Hebrew. You know, lech lecha babayit or something, you know, go to the house. Lech babayit, go to the house. So as I said, I think the best answer I can give you is in this context, I don't feel qualified to answer.
You're still a great teacher for us.
Yeah, she's a
Yes, she
fabulous
is.
teacher.
That's
Thank
for
you.
sure.
Thank you for being so sweet. Okay, Unit 7. Unit 7 are two main goals in unit. So this page 46.
Mhm.
The two main goals in Unit 7 are more of the Shema, which I guess we haven't done any of the Shema technically, and Lecha Dodi from Friday night services. And I will tell you, I think my last class struggled quite a bit on Lecha Dodi. That doesn't mean you're going to struggle on it though. So, and
Me.
and they don't have the whole prayer here because we would spend an entire semester. The Lecha Dodi is a pretty long prayer if you do the whole thing. And he's got an abbreviated version here, so don't fret. Okay, so we need to learn a new letter. We, on the top of page 46, we need to learn the tet. So what's interesting, this author says the tet sounds like a double tough. To me, it's a T. I mean, I don't know how you make a double T sound. So is it just a stronger T is what he's trying to tell us? I'm not really sure. But the target word on the top of page 46 is totafot, which we'll find in the first paragraph of the Shema, right? Totafot. I think it's in the first paragraph. Maybe it's in the third paragraph too. Anyway, we'll get to it. Just think of this as a T. And if we look at our cheat sheet in terms of how this letter appears, it's on the far left end of the first line. And he says there's a tear at the top. So it's the only letter that looks like this with that opening at the top and the left arm, you know, the left arm that's going up, it's got kind of a squiggly at the top. But the key is that, it's the opening between the right arm and the left arm going across the top. That's a tet. Okay. So the first line is far too easy. It's just our vowels. We're going to skip it and we're going to go to line 2. And I think we ended with Connie, so we're going to start with Linda. Linda, will you read line 2?
Ter,
Mhm.
terem, terem, kal, le, tier.
So y, the yud is y,
Oh, yet, air, yet,
yitzir,
yetir. Oh, yeah, because, okay. Yetir, nivra,
nivra. So the terem call, right? The terem call, yitzir, nivra. Now, and I'm sure most of us hear the call as a call, right? When they sing the song, they say B'terem call. It's lazy or geographic, I don't really know, or it's old pronunciation, but it's spelled kal. Okay, B'terem kal, yitzir, nivra. Okay, Mary Ellen, line 3.
T,
Mm-hmm.
mishpatim,
Yep.
Torah, umitzvot,
Yes.
kekedem,
Okay, so under the chet,
kekedem.
well, slow down. Under the chet are 3 dots going off to the right. So that's oo.
All right, so kim.
Yes, chukim. Exactly, chukim.
Okay.
So Torah umitzvot chukim. And I'm so proud of you for getting mitzvot. That was
Yeah,
perfect.
Thanks.
Oh, we didn't finish line 3 though. Oh, so can you do the other piece below?
Mishpatim,
Yes.
otanu,
Yes.
la
E. There's a 1 dot under that.
li, yes.
No, it's E. So li.
Li madita.
Exactly. Limadita. You did that perfectly.
Limadita. I don't even know
Right.
what that word is.
Umish patim otanu limadita.
Is that part of a prayer? Because I don't
It is.
I'm with her. I don't recognize
I
that.
don't
It is part
recognize
of a prayer.
Limadita.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Barbara, line 4.
Just to lishpot,
Yes.
lishpot, kiva, lishpot, haaretz.
Yes. And so 5 is number 10. So you're getting off
Yeah.
easy. Okay, Audrey's going to do 5.
Okay.
Oh, wait, on 4, the last letter of that first word, that's, is that a
That's-
final?
Tzadi.
group?
Tzadi, the final tzadi at the very end of line 4. So haaretz.
Haaretz. Did we have that already?
We did technically.
But not technically.
Not technically, not really.
I
But
think we did. We haven't
We
had it a
haven't
lot,
We haven't seen it a lot, but yeah, I think we
but
have.
I
it.
think
Yeah.
we did have it.
I'm having a hard time with those.
It's
myself.
okay.
I don't
So
remember.
yeesh, is it yeeshpot?
Yes.
Good. Tevel.
Yes.
I shouldn't be doing it as a question mark. Betsedek.
Tzedek. Yes.
Okay, ke. Betsedek. Ba'amam.
Try again. Look at the vowels.
Is that a dot?
1 dot under the first
Okay.
mem.
Ba'amim.
Yes.
It really looked like a line to me. Be'amun nato.
Yes. Exactly. So yishpot, tevel, betzedek, be'amim, be'emunato. Okay. Tani, 6.
Tu, tu vecha,
Mhm.
sheba,
So that's a sin. Has a dot on the left corner, okay?
Sebanu,
So under the ayin is two dots A.
Seba, Yenu,
S-
Seba, Yenu.
Sabenu. So the ayin is always
Sabenu.
silent. Just say the A.
Yeah, good. Sabenu,
Mm-hmm.
me too, could, me too, vecha.
Uh-huh. Me too,
vecha.
vecha. Exactly. Sabenu, me too, vecha. Okay?
Sabenu, me too, vecha.
Okay. All right. I'm going to read the rest of the page for you guys. Is that all right? Because we're running out of time and I don't want to stop in the middle of the page. If that's better. Okay. So line 7, ta, hair, vita hair, libenu, the decha, the emet. Line 8, toe, totafot, totafot. So this is where he gets rid of the vav and he just puts the dots, right? Totafot. And that's our target word from the top of the page. Line 9, v'hayu l'totafot bein einecha. And the box so we have the tet and then two tufts. So because we don't see a difference between the tuft with the dot and without the dot, right? So line 11, talit and Torah. Line 12, totafot, ner, tamid, tefillin. 13, tov, tova, emet. Line 14, tahara, brit. Okay? So
Rachel, could you just read that last word in line 9, please,
Yeah,
after
that's, I was
Bain?
gonna ask the
Yes.
same thing.
Einechem. Did I say it wrong before? I don't know.
Oh, say what?
V'hayu l'totafot bein einechem. Einechem.
Okay.
Two dots. Oh, sorry.
Questions?
The first word on line 9, at least my thing has two dots under the vav, but they're silent.
They
There's
are.
no-
Well, yes.
It's not a vu. I mean,
It's
or
not a vu, it's v'hayu. V'hayu.
Behayu, but there's no u there. The u is of the last two letters, but it's just a silent letter.
But the vav at the beginning is, yes, silent. V'hayu. So the yud makes the hey say hi, and then you end with a u. V'hayu.
Behayu.
The
Okay.
totafot bein einechem.
But it's not a vu hayu.
No, it's v. It's just v.
Just
It's
the
the V sound.
dots are
V.
silent.
Yes, yes. Mhm. So, and these are phrases from the various paragraphs of the Shema.
Mhm.
Right. Okay. So next week we are just reviewing. Okay. I'm just going to write myself a note that for the week after we're going to start with page 47. But this, oh no, I'm sorry. I'm writing. Never mind. I'm talking to myself, writing it in the wrong spot. But anyway, so yes, there's class next week. For anyone who wants to, bring all your questions. Any suggestions of prayers or pages you want to read, we're just going to review, okay? So I think what I might do is literally go back to the beginning and start with, we'll do Shalom Aleichem, we'll do whatever major prayers are in that we've covered already that are in boxes, and just practice, okay? Have a lovely Thanksgiving, all of
Thank
you.
you. Happy Thanksgiving.
So much.
Yeah. Have a
Joy.
good
Happy
holiday, everybody.
Okay.
Yeah.